Hey guys, Civilord here, back again with another action figure review. Today we'll be taking a look at the Star Wars Black Series, comic book series, publishing series, whatever you want to call it series. It's a fan channel exclusive Star Wars Black Series line. But today we're going to be taking a look at the second member of the Stormtrooper Scar Squadron with good old Scar Trooper Mike. Not to be confused with the other Mike, who's overstayed his welcome and doesn't need to cross over with anything else. You can probably figure out who I'm talking about. That said, this is of course brought to us by the fine folks over at Hasbro, as well as my good buddy Evil Villain, just like the Scar Squadron Trooper Sergeant Creel before him. So, as always, click the link in the description below. Head on over and give Evil Villain a follow on ye old Instagram. But as always, be nice or he'll break your legs. We're not kidding. But I did a review of Creel earlier today, if not yesterday, depending on when this goes up. And he is the superior member of the squadron so far. I mean, granted, it's two guys, but still. And getting into accessories, Mike comes with the standard... It's not an E11 blaster, is it? And either way, he comes with a blaster and a backpack, which is pretty cool looking. Looks like a jetpack almost, and even has little parts that will pop out. Give it a little bit more oomph. But all that is wasted, unfortunately, because when I tried to put it on his back, and when we placed it on his back, it fell the right off. Yeah, this sucks. There is no peg or hole or anything. It's literally supposed to friction fit in this groove here, which isn't very deep. And you know, people are like, oh, it clicks into place. Well, you know what else clicks? All the shattered remains of your jaw after I punch you in the face for being a lion, son of a monkey. That's like, what? There's no click. There is no click. It slips and slides and doesn't stay on, but don't click. I mean, it'll stay on his back if you lay him flat down on the ground like he got shot and died. But it doesn't stay on. Now, if you have a piece of double-faced tape, might be able to fix that, but these figures cost almost $30. Shouldn't need that. Taking a closer look at Mike. He's got a little antenna there. Doesn't have as much going on as Creel. His backpack's kind of his thing, but he can't even use it, so what's the point? I will say, his butterfly joints, both of them were stuck, and I had to give him the freezer treatment to get them to work at all. I was a little worried about breaking them, but thankfully that didn't happen. But as far as articulation goes, his head, look all around. His shoulders will pop up, and they will swing back and forth like a thou. Definitely works a lot better than it did. I'm not too worried about that. Very tight shoulders, though. You do rotate. I will say, most butterfly joints work better when the arm is pushed down for some reason. Probably because there's less stuff scraping against it. I'm not sure, but he does have single jointed elbow with rotation. His elbow moves a little more than Creel's, but I did move the one with all the extra stuff on it. Swivel hinge wrist, wrong hinge on that hand, right hinge on this hand. He does have a diaphragm joint. You can lean it back, lean it forward, tilt side to side, all that fun stuff. His hip range is still not great. Can't really kick him up. I mean, you can, but you're going to warp the heck out of this one plate on his leg. So, do that at your own risk. Because he does have a thigh cut. He does have single jointed knees. Really good range out of those. Swivel in the knee. And he does have a hinge in the foot with a rocker and peg holes at the bottom of the feet. So fairly decent, but not perfect. And again, what in life is perfect? Definitely not this video, because I almost dropped his gun. Oh no! But let me get that in his hand. There. There we go. That's a lot better. There he is, Star Trooper Mike in a nutshell. Again, not to be confused with that other Mike who can F off already. Standing him up, we'll bring in our 2 regulars. Mythic Legion's brother Mandibilith. Dropping his stupid thingy again. In the infamous 11 spawn, as usual, towers over everyone. So, with that being said, it's time now that we wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and of the Storm Trappers, we have from ye old Scar Squadron. Thus far, I have to say that good old Scar Trooper Mike here, not to be confused with that other Mike who's been, well, let's just say oversaturated at this point. Can't figure out which Mike I'm talking about. He's green and annoying. But of the 2 stormtroopers from Scar Squadron, I have to say that poor Mike here, because his backpack falls off, and the fact that he doesn't come with a freaking lightsaber or has a pauldron, just aesthetically isn't as cool as Creel, is the weaker of the 2. Granted, we had this same discussion when we looked at the Bad Batch last year. Or the Dad Batch, as some of you like to jokingly call them, because, well, they kind of are. I think when this team is complete, which that's going to take a while, but when this team is complete, these guys are going to look great together. And if you get some double-faced tape for that backpack, it will stay on his back just fine. So, with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this review. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later.